Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. So we have more information about Wonderverse, the upcoming DLC in DC Universe Online. So let's start with the Council of Wonder Women. We now know who it's going to include. Obviously, it will include the DC Universe Online Wonder Woman that you see to the left. After that, we can see the Flashpoint Wonder Woman. Flashpoint has been pretty popular with readers overall, so I'm not surprised if they're taking that version of the character. From what I understand, the console will be led by Nubia. I'm not sure which version it is. There used to be a version where that was like the twin sister of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was sculpted from white clay, and she had a twin sister that was sculpted from black clay or brown clay, I forget. But I think what they're actually using is Wonder Woman from Earth 33, I think. So we'll find out a bit later anyway. And then they're using the Bombshell Wonder Woman that you see right next to Nubia. And last but not least, they're using the Red Sun Superman Wonder Woman. I have to admit, I have a lot of fondness for Red Sun, the graphic novel. I especially love the Red Sun Superman character. I wish at some point we would get the Red Sun Superman emblem. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for that one. So basically, this is going to be the Council of Wonder Woman for Wonderverse, the upcoming DLC for DC Universe Online. And also, there's a new dev diary that has been released. It's called Wonderverse. It's about Wonderverse's open world. In episode 38, Wonderverse is due to launch this August. And today, we would like to share what we have been working on for the open world. Beyond being enormous, this episode, Open World Themyscira, will have more content, more rewards, and a new approach. Read on. So basically, the new approach to the open world with an emphasis on having the option to play more and for longer. More content, including raid-like world bosses, more rewards, not gated by loot lock. That should be interesting. So basically, we should have some bosses that will not have any loot lock. So we should be able to replay those bosses over and over again and always get some rewards from them. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. So basically, more reward not gated by loot lock, including a new secondary currency. From what I understand, there'll be a new currency and there'll be a new vendor for that currency. Let's keep on reading. So something different. Starting with the story and characters, this episode just demands to be massive. Multiverses are colliding, the source wall is cracked, not one but 5 Wonder Women are on the job. The gods are desperate. Massive is what MMOs are all about, so we took this opportunity to deliver just that with a new approach to the open world and the episode overall. As Narrows of Prey, DCUO's creative director, puts it, persistent worlds in MMOs make some of the most memorable experience. The action is social, more chaotic, and emergent. You never know who you will run across, who you can help, or who might help you. Our goal with Themyscira is to bring out that persistent MMO vibe. We hope it will become more than just a place to run your daily missions alone, and instead a meeting place like your local coffee shop or pub or comic book store. And unlike the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom, our goal is for you to always have something more to do while you're there. So they're going to try to have some raid-like world bosses. So more to do means more content. In open world Themyscira, we have created new and complex raid-like boss fights. But also very unlike bounties or previous bonus bosses. These boss fights will feature even more interesting mechanics, crucial additions to the episode's story, and their own rewards. We wanted to introduce some of that old school MMO experience, tough battle, and scary bosses you can walk up to, says Jack Frost, DCUO content designer. Unlike much of our on-duty content, you won't have to queue or find your group before getting started. All you will have to do is go to Themyscira and join in. These are big raid-like fights for players to tackle together in open world, not locked away in an instance. Karen, DCUO's content designer, adds. And before anyone asks, these bosses will scale to some degree based on the number of players available to keep things interesting. So I guess we won't be able to stop them with 1,000 players. The boss will probably get tougher if there's more of us. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. These are big raid-like fights for players to tackle together in open world. One important note is that you can also fail a world boss fight. and individual contribution beyond raw damage will matter when it comes to rewards. I hope that if you use a controller and you debuff the NPC, it will give you some rewards. Or if you are a healer keeping the players alive, I guess we'll have to see for that. You probably won't want to dive recklessly, but also you definitely won't want to hang back and let others save the day. That said, even if everyone fails to defeat the boss, you may still get lesser rewards based on your contribution. So that's nice. So whether you succeed or fail, you should still get rewarded. We'll see how it works out. World boss rewards. More content means more rewards, with one fundamental difference: no loot locks. These world bosses will have a chance to drop certain items directly, including styles, base items, and more. Additionally, they will drop a secondary episode currency that can be spent on a new vendor. The new Empyrean Aether currency, that's a mouthful, especially for a guy like me. So let's start again. The new Empyrean Aether currency and vendor are what I am most excited about, said the Red 5 DCUO system designer. You can run these world bosses endlessly, keep getting rewarded, and then use your pile of Aether to purchase red hot new items. If you want to be the best, most awesome, look for the elite quality weapons and jewelry, and look for the legendary quality generator mods. No loot locks, you can run these world bosses endlessly. I'm curious to see if that's going to happen, or if after a while people will stop running those bosses. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. Adding these rewards without loot locks was very important to our new approach to the open world. With much of the game eventually running up against waiting on loot locks to reset, we wanted to make sure you could still always have more to do if that's what you want. Jack Emmett, Dimensional Inc. CEO, puts it best. When the team came to me with this idea, I was all for it. I personally loved the MetaHuman experiment and Calculator Bot runs with Birds of Prey. They were so fun and brought me back to earlier days of MMO, waiting for spawns to pop and gathering with friends and strangers in anticipation. I never wanted to log out. After what seemed like hours of Jack recounting stories of his exploits in Birds of Prey and classic MMOs, he continues. You know, Wonder Woman has always been associated with Greek mythology, and what's more in tune with that than a number of heroes grouping together to bring down rogue gods and monsters. What indeed, especially when the rewards never run out. So, and also there's some feedback wanted. Basically, they want you guys to, I assume when based on some of those ideas here, I guess people could already start suggesting feedbacks. But also, once they actually add the DLC to the test server, I assume they will want people to pitch in and suggest their ideas. So, who are these bosses and what do the fights entail? Check back soon as we reveal more about the episode in these weeks leading up to the launch. Make sure to join us on the test server when the time comes. We will be looking forward to your thoughts and feedback. And for those of you already asking, yes, the episode will still have a solo, an alert, and over-the-top raid. And all of the daily and weekly missions in open world you are accustomed to when the episode launched this August. So again, questions or comments, join the discussion below. So you can go to the forums. There is a thread. Basically, it's called the Dev Diary Wonderverse open world. So if you go to the thread on the forums, you can start leaving your feedbacks for the devs if you want to. If we get more information about Wonderverse, I'll see what I can do about keeping you guys up to date. But I thought it would be a good idea to let you guys know that there is more information about the Wonderverse DLC, and to let you know also that the devs are actively looking for your feedback on what you want for, at least in this case, the new open world bosses. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer a question right away, just search my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.